Hi, I am the avatar of Prophetess Mary Craft. The Bible video she has created is the story about God choosing a man named Gideon, someone who God saw that had a lot of fear, but God knew that he could convince him to do a work for him. This story is found in Judges chapters 6 through 8. I'll be back after we show you this 3D animation of this encouraging Bible story.
Imagine being so scared, you're not free to go about in the public as you please. That's how Gideon felt. He was an ordinary guy, quietly threshing wheat in a hidden winepress, because his people, the Israelites, were being bullied by a powerful enemy called the Midianites. The Midianites took their food, destroyed their crops without reason, and made their life miserable on purpose. And everybody stood by and just watched it happen, frozen with fear, wanting to do something, but too afraid to do anything at all, too afraid of the consequences for standing up against a real and fierce enemy. But one day, something amazing happened. An angel showed up and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon not feeling mighty in any way at all. Who? Me? He didn't feel strong. He didn't feel brave. But here it is. God had still chosen him to be a leader of an army and to save his people. Believing in what God was capable of doing and assuring himself that God would be with him, Gideon went forward and started gathering thousands of men. But God said, "Nope, that's too many." Wait, too many? God wanted Gideon to win the battle with only a few with him. God didn't want anyone thinking they won the battle on their own strength because they had so many people on their side. So he cut the army down from 32,000 to 10,000 then to just 300. To give you an idea of what God did, that's like showing up to a football game with 3 players against a full team and still winning. In the middle of the night, Gideon's tiny army surrounded the enemy's camp. They had no swords, just torches, jars, and trumpets. They took only what God told them to take, which were items that had no reputation for winning battles. They trusted God and what he had planned to do with them. Their only job was to show up and watch God do the work. They obeyed and smashed the jars, blew the trumpets, and shouted with confidence, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." The enemy was so confused, they ran away in fear because when the enemy doesn't know what to do, they abandon their mission. God knew this about Gideon's enemy, and God gave Gideon the victory. Only God knows how to confuse our enemies. Do you see how God works? God didn't choose Gideon because he was so strong, so brave, or wasn't afraid. He chose Gideon because he knew he could convince Gideon that he was with him in such a way that Gideon would at least be willing to do it, all in the name of the great God of Israel. So the next time you feel insignificant, afraid, or unsure, remember, God can do big things with just a little bit of trust in who he is. Who God is makes us courageous, and what God does makes our faith in him stronger. God is worth trusting because only God knows how to confuse our enemies and to put our enemies to flight.
Did you enjoy this story? Then hit like and subscribe for more videos about Bible stories not just read, but told with revelation to encourage all believers. If you enjoyed watching this on Facebook, please type "I enjoyed this" in the comments. Thank you for your time. Until next time, I'm standing in for Prophetess Mary Craft. Be on the lookout for more Bible videos that she will create. We will see you later.